hitch mount on the 350Z is I had this old hitch receiver. It was just some scrap, so I cut both the mounts off on each side, the frame mounts. And well, basically my plan is to weld that up to the 2 plates that I have there. And also, if needed to, I have the same size square tube that is, so I'll just extend it longer and, you know, weld some bases into there. I mean, we'll see. I don't know how this is gonna hold, so we're gonna weld this up and see what kind of weight it can hold. After a layer of paint, it is finally done, and I've got to say, after the mitered edges, it's not bad looking. It's pretty good looking. It's all bolted up, fully welded. Should be fully functional. I jumped on it a couple times just to see. It felt really sturdy, so hopefully that could be a good jacking point. Not to mention, I'll be able to tow some cargo to the track. And I picked this up for 20 bucks. It was just a cargo carrier. It's a pretty old, heavy-duty one, and I don't really have any cars that need it. And I'm like, you know what? With the cargo carrier on the Z, I might not even need to bring my truck to the track because I can load all my tires and tools onto that. I'm gonna load it up with some weight and see how it looks. Oh, that's nice. Held me just fine. I just picked my car back up from the shop from getting the windshield replaced. Nice and shiny. I didn't put this on because I was waiting to get the windshield replaced, so I got the windshield replaced and I finally put this piece of trim back. It's almost a complete car, and I'm gonna go ahead and put in the wipers and the wiper cowls right there as well. I'm working on a spoiler on the back. I'm gonna do a drag racing style spoiler. One of my wheels in the back is wobbling really hard when I'm driving. I mean, it's wobbling really bad, so I need to figure that out too. Okay, that is months. Months is a little dramatic. Maybe it's just been a week or two. Made a bunch of progress on the Z, and it's honestly a lot of boring stuff, if I'm gonna be completely honest. It was just a lot of maintenance that it needed because this whole side of the car was completely totaled. So as you can imagine, there was a lot of stuff wrong. I had the factory wheels, the chrome wheels cleaned up, and they looked really nice, but when I was driving, it actually turns out that one of the wheels was bad. So that kind of sucks. But in the meantime, I had picked up these 17-inch Voltec wheels. They're from Japan, I guess, and they're not fake, so we're gonna rock those. But yeah, they're originally meant for S chassis, but I got a bigger tire so that we can keep the same wheel speed as an 18, and we're gonna run these on all 4 instead of, you know, the chrome ones, which sucks because it was a very nice pair of wheels, really dope pair of wheels. Rearward lower control arm was bent, and I also replaced all of the bushings in all of the lower arms because it was like a $40 bushing kit, so I did passenger side and driver side. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to fit these wheels on. I got some spacers up front. And another little poop show that's going on is I was wiring in these headlights. I got a Nissan Murano headlight plug, fits in the Z, so I just used all of the wires and, you know, repinned it so that I can operate the LED lights completely off of the, you know, the headlight switch in there without having to run any wires. So I got a battery holder, or I got a battery bracket made, and I got a battery cover, which is super cool. This is kind of the immediate stuff I needed to work on just to get this thing driving. I also finished the spoiler, and it turned out pretty good. The problem is I don't like how short it is. It basically sits in the factory spoiler location, kind of like that. And you know, it looked really cool, but I was kind of upset it wasn't as far down as the bumper, so I think I'm gonna probably try and sell this one and make another one. It came out pretty good. It came out pretty good. I can't really say I'm unhappy with that. I'm probably definitely gonna remake it. You know, why be average when you can go above and beyond? You know, let me get cracking on getting this thing on all 4s and getting the headlights wired up so I can start driving it in the street. Okay. How's it going, little Z? How are we doing today? Looking good with them new lights. We got the new wheels and the new tires on. I like the size. I like how they look. I mean, they're not as cool as the chrome ones, but you know, they're pretty cool too. I'm gonna do a quick walk around. Lima bean car. There's my hitch receiver. Not to mention, we got working high beams. So that's all 4 lights on right now. Just gonna do a quick alignment on it so I can drive it around, because I've really been wanting to drive this thing around. The alignment's so sketch. I've got to say, I love how this thing drives. I didn't think I would, but you know, once I got behind the wheel, I don't mind. Like factory everything, this is a fun car, without a doubt. I knew these cars were slow, but I was let down even more once I got behind the wheel, because I was waiting for it to get fast, and you know, it just never did. But you know, that's okay, because if it was too fast, it would be too scary. I enjoy the suspension, the driver feel. I enjoy it all, even down to the exhaust sounds. You can really hear it breathe as it struggles to get out of its own way. So basically, all in all, I think the Z is a really fun car to drive. It's small, it takes sharp turns, and the suspension, it feels safe. When you hop in this car, you feel relatively safe. All in all, I like the Z. I think this is a great car. I'm very against how they look, but I'm pretty impressed with how it drives around. I really do like this car, and I think I'm gonna like it at the track even more. I'll probably end up making this thing one color eventually, but in the meantime, there's some events in the summer that I'm trying to get out to and I'm trying to drive at, so before we go ahead and make this thing pretty looking, you know, we don't wanna speak too soon. So stick with me on this, because I'm gonna be driving this at the track and fixing this up at the same time. I wanna thank everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.